Hey guys, and welcome back to this place. If you are new, welcome here for the very first time. I am Carmen, and today we are watching season 1, episode 6 of Arcane. I'm really excited, but also a little bit nervous because the last 2 episodes have been what I would categorize as quite happy. And after episode 3, I am a little bit like untrustworthy of these happy episodes, and I feel like they could be lulling me into a false sense of security before they like rip my heart out. You know what I mean? So a little bit nervous about watching this one and the next ones that follow it, but also excited. We are really in the like thick of it. And I'm not going to sing, don't worry. But we're like, we're in the meat of the story right now. And we have Vi and Caitlyn team up, which I love so much. We have, Powder kind of shedding her powderness and trying to fully become Jinx. We have Silco discovering that Vi is still alive. We have Jace being a little bit corrupted. We have Victor being very, very ill. We have a lot of stuff happening. And I am going to stop rambling at you guys so that we can see what happens next, because I don't want to wait anymore. Is this a Victor flashback? That looks like a baby Victor. It is! He made a little boat. What are those glowy things? Who's that?
Don't be afraid.
He's a creature.
Why aren't you playing with the others?
It's that guy that's with Silco.
What is it?
It's so cute.
Real. She's a rare mutation that I cultivated.
It's so cute. Ugh, it's kind of gross, but so cute. It's full now.
She's dying.
What?
I'm attempting to prevent that.
Oh, okay.
Can I help?
Yeah.
You should be proud of what you've accomplished, Victor.
Yeah. He wants to help people, though.
I have seen many students. It's a sad truth that those who shine brightest often burn fastest.
I like Victor.
I'm in exile from my family. I fell short of Madada's standards.
I don't believe
Oh,
that
yeah?
for a second. Do you?
I think
We
she
should
does.
be with him, Jace. We can't change what fate has in store for us, but we don't have to face it alone.
What just happened to him? Also, this very much gives me BioShock vibes.
Theorem. My name's Theorem.
Nice try, Chuck.
Okay, you can't just name people.
Boss wants us to grab someone up.
Someone? Anyone? Who you grabbing?
Some girls.
Who are they? Why wasn't I invited to the party?
And I don't know.
Well...
You're doing great, Chuck. Here, for your troubles.
What was that? What was that she just did to him? Did they... Okay, no. It's Caitlyn and her, right? Yeah.
Just help me to the edge.
There is no edge. I mean, there's no nothing to get on.
You do this.
Oh no. Girl. Bye! Bye!
Shit.
Caitlyn, hurry. Okay, it's the Firelights, right? Or at least that one guy that's left.
We lost her.
Yay, they got away!
Lost who?
I don't know if I should enjoy that, but I don't like that woman.
It's your sister. She's back. She's looking for you. She's with some girl enforcer. Guess she replaced you.
You're lying.
It's only a matter of time before you implode, and Silco finally gets the message that you're about as good for our cause as you were for your family. Jinx.
That's fucked up to say to her. Like, she was a child who made a mistake.
I know just how to deliver that message.
How?
She's in a safe place.
She's in the lanes.
That's not possible.
There's an enforcer with her. A girl.
Oh no, oh no.
Caitlyn. She's a
Oh
cure.
god.
Just like them, she does whatever she wants. I can't control her.
Everyone makes mistakes, right? What's important is that we don't repeat them. They cannot be allowed to resurface. Do we understand each other?
You'll kill his daughter? I mean, that's what I'm getting.
It responds to organic matter.
Oh, okay.
They're rejecting the transmutation.
What's going on?
We'll solve this. There may not be time. I can feel my body eroding.
No.
The healing nature. Our samples thus far perished
You must destroy it.
What's he remembering?
If ever you've put faith in my guidance, hear me now. I've seen nations destroyed by a single seed, and it looked exactly like this. Something's different. You've changed. What did you do?
What do you mean, Professor?
It's that thing. It must be destroyed.
Wait. No, I won't let you.
Oh, that thing's so cute. It's mad. It's so cute. I love it so much.
Is she all right? wait.
I think he's fine.
That's Vi, right?
Yeah.
I'm a friend. I was. I mean, I owed her old man my life. I do know someone else who might be able to help. Come with me.
Follow him. Oh, I hope he's not bad. What does she want? Her gun?
I think Vi will be happy to see a friendly face.
No, you go ahead. Anyway, I don't want her to see me like this. Just tell her I'm sorry about everything. Okay?
Who is that? Like, I know Milo's dead, so it can't be him.
We were once one tribe. Now we are houses divided.
I feel like he's
we
right.
set aside our greed and arrogance, we can be one again. We must hold each other accountable.
And who holds you accountable? Shimmer is rampant in the Undercity. Attacks at the Hex Gates and in the Academy Square. Enforcers fear to set foot in the lanes. All under your watch. Time and again, you've warned us what not to do. But let me ask you this. What's your plan to fix this? We need a leadership focused on the future, not the past. You are the true father of Piltover, and your years of service can never be repaid. I believe it's time we gave the beloved founder of our city a well-deserved retirement.
Jace.
No. Jace, you're a fucking idiot.
All in favor?
Don't do it. Hun, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't listen to
With
him.
respect and appreciation, Professor.
No. This is so stupid. Oh, they're signing their own... They're fucking themselves. Jace, you're so stupid. You're so stupid. God, you're so fucking short-sighted. That is stupid.
Easy, easy, easy. We need you back on your feet.
Felt like it was gonna be a little kiss.
You used to live here. Who's Powder?
My sister. I thought she died, but no. I have to try and find her.
How do you not know if your sister is alive or dead?
It's hard to check up on people from inside a concrete cell.
What, you don't have parents?
No, they died.
They were killed by enforcers.
Yeah. That was a very insensitive question to ask too, Caitlyn. Like, what, you don't have parents? A lot of people don't.
Vander's prodigy.
No, he better not. He better not fucking hurt her. Yeah, I knew that guy betrayed her.
I'm gonna find her and erase whatever fucked up delusions you put in her head. But first, I'm gonna bring your bullshit empire down all around you.
You don't know your limits, girl. It's what got Vander killed, and what drove your sister away. And it's why I'm here right now.
Oh my gosh. Caitlyn? Powder somebody. Did Silco get squished?
Wherever you are, light it up and I'll find you.
Is she gonna see it? Is she gonna see it? Are they gonna get caught? Did you see it? Did you see it? She's not gonna be able to go to it, is she?
Rio will live.
You did this?
I thought you understood. The mutation must survive.
He killed it? Or did he give it Shimmer?
I understand now.
No, everything is going horribly wrong. Damn. Was she dead? Pi's not gonna come. Damn it.
Powder?
Oh my god, she came! She came!
Pi? Oh, Powder!
Okay, it's more stable.
I'm so sorry, Powder. I tried to come back. I promise I did, but I got arrested.
Are you real?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. It's me, Vi. Your sister. I'm here. I'm right here.
Things changed when you left. I changed.
You did what you had to do to survive. Yeah. What matters is we're together.
Oh, Caitlyn is gonna wanna arrest her though. No, don't kill her, please.
It's okay. She's a friend.
Silco wasn't lying? You're with an enforcer? This is a trick. You're playing me. Shut up!
No, she's not.
Was that why you came? For this stupid stone?
No, I don't even know what that is. I'm here for you. Only you. You can fire that thing if you want, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to abandon you again.
Everyone shut up! I need to think. Do you hear that?
It's warning. The bird is a warning. People are coming. Firelights? This is very conflicting because, like, I feel like they're good people, so I don't want bad things to happen to them. But I don't want anything to happen to Vi and Powder or Caitlyn. Oh. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no, bye, bye, bye!
Take her.
What? Did they leave Caitlyn? Okay, so there's a lot to say about that episode. It definitely got me a little bit emotional at the end. Luckily, not like level of emotion from episode 3 where I could not stop crying and was just devastated. But I feel like this episode and Vi and Powder's interaction is devastating in a different way because, gosh, how do I articulate the multiple ways that this entire show is emotionally devastating, honestly. But Powder, aka Jinx, and I'm still gonna call her Powder because that's just who she is to me, right? Like I don't accept that she is Jinx. There's still Powder, as we have seen in her. Jinx is a coping mechanism, a survival mechanism, a way that she can keep going without the people that she loves. I am not a psychiatrist, a psychologist, a person who knows too much about the human brain and everything. I find it fascinating. I think I think I've talked about this before, but the human brain is a fascinating thing, and just the way that it adapts and changes and helps you to stay alive, right? Survival mode, just lots of different ways that it copes. Powder's brain, I don't want to diagnose Powder with anything. Like I said, I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I am not somebody who is qualified in any way to do that. She's a fictional character. But there's clearly a lot of things that she needs to work out for herself. And that were it, one, available in the Undercity, or two, like a deeply ingrained facet of this world and the society, therapy would be a great thing that Powder could do to deal with the trauma that still haunts her, as well as Vi. Vi could use with some therapy, but I think especially Powder and the voices that she hears. I think she's very haunted by her past and by the people that she loved, and I think it's very hard for her. It's clear at times in this episode that her ability to distinguish fantasy from reality is not always there. And it's really heartbreaking to see Powder try to navigate the life that she's been handed and not have the tools and the equipment she needs in order to try to heal and get better, but instead just keeps getting trauma and abandonment packed onto trauma and abandonment. And that's just, no wonder her psyche is so messed up. Like, you know, during all of her formative years, all she has dealt with is trauma, abandonment, fear, all these things that just fundamentally change who you are as a person. And she doesn't have a truly safe space in which to navigate those things and try to heal from them. So yeah, I don't know. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart to see her, and it breaks my heart to see her and Vi. Sorry, I'm trying not to cry, but it breaks my heart to see them, like, they got that moment with each other, and like Vi's like, I'm sorry, and like I think that's a really important step. Like, I shouldn't have said that. Like, I was upset, you know. She's fucking human, you know, and she was a child in a lot of ways too. Like, I think she was literally like, what, 16 maybe? Like, that's a child. And just, sorry, that scene just broke my heart, because like Vi just wants her sister back, and Powder wants her sister back in the same way. And they're both trying to navigate through a lifetime of fucked up shit happening to them and find their way back to each other and redefine what sister means to them and family. And it's just such a rocky, difficult road with so many outside influences just affecting it. And it's just, it sucks. And the fight between them and the Firelights sucks, because I don't want anything bad to happen to Caitlyn or Vi or Powder, because I am emotionally invested in all of them. But I also, the Firelights are like the good guys, so I don't want anything bad to happen to them, because I'm also kind of emotionally invested in the fact that they're trying to, in some way, affect some sort of change in the Undercity. And it's very conflicting when you have two sides that there's no clear, like, I should be rooting for this person, you know. I am very curious as to who is under the owl mask and who is the leader of the Firelights. Like, I'm very, very curious about who that is, and if it's somebody that we know and will recognize when the mask comes off, presumably in the next episode, or if it's just a stranger that we haven't met before. I feel like it's going to be somebody that we're going to recognize, but I'm not sure who, because most of the people that we would recognize are either dead or we already see them in the world that we're watching exist, you know? I also want to talk about Vi and Caitlyn in this episode, and just Caitlyn has a very kind heart, right? And just like in this episode when they were saying you have a kind heart, and they were going back to Vander saying that to Vi, it inevitably reminds me of the Hound telling Arya, like, you have a kind heart, it's gonna get you killed, right? Because I feel like Game of Thrones world, while vastly different from Arcane world, is kind of true in the sense of the quote, like, if you think this has a happy ending, you're not paying attention, or whatever, you know? I think I butchered that quote. I think it's, if you think this has a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention, maybe? Anyway, that's not relevant. But I feel kind of like that, right? Although, I don't know. Like, that's, after episode 3, that's kind of the world I feel we're in, and it stresses me out a lot and causes me emotional duress. But like with Game of Thrones, I'm incredibly invested in a lot of these characters and seeing what happens to them. All of that to say, Caitlyn, I really loved her in this episode. I loved the links that she went to try to help Vi. I loved the moment that they shared, which was romantic, okay? Look, you guys, you cannot tell me that that was not romantic. Like, I mean, you can if you want, whatever, but it was romantic, and I ship it. And I'm very stressed now because historically, my ships do not really, you know, sail very far, or if they do, it's tragic. But some ships are better, but I'm rambling. I think it's really cute, and I want them to have a happy ending. And I say that having just said the quote about, if you think this has a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention. So there's a lot of stress in that for me. Just, guys, let me know if you also ship Caitlyn and Vi, because, like, that's cute as fuck. Like, come on. How could I not? How could I not? Please tell me I'm not the only one. Oh my gosh. Sorry, you guys. I'm choking on my coffee. But also, where did the Firelights take Vi? And did they take Caitlyn too? Because I didn't see that happen, but I think it might have, hopefully. I don't know. Also, every time I want to say Fireflies because of Last of Us, but Firelights. I'm trying to put it in my brain. There's a lot in this episode that, like, stresses me out and upsets me. So I'm trying to figure out if I want to talk about Jace or Victor first, both of who are, like, frustrating me right now. Victor's frustrating me, but I understand where he's coming from. I mean, I guess I kind of understand where Jace is coming from too, but Victor is somebody who never really had a chance, you know, because he was, and I've talked about this in previous episodes, so I don't want to reiterate it too much, but as a parallel of our society, right? He was born into a cycle of poverty and was therefore at a great disadvantage to everyone else, right? And in Arcane in particular, which, you know, has parallels to our world, like I've said just now and many times before, he was born in a place where, I'm trying to figure out how to, like, the environment, like, the water's polluted. Sound familiar? The air's not great. Like, he was sick from birth. He didn't really have a chance to ever become well. Like, he didn't have the advantage of advanced medical care. He didn't have the advantage of not living somewhere where the water itself is trying to kill you, where the air itself is trying to kill you, where you don't really have a chance from the moment that you're born, right? And so he grew up his entire life being sickly. As we saw in the flashback, he looked ill, and, you know, he was watching the other kids kind of with a little bit of envy. He really liked that little creature, and it was cute, and I agree, I loved it. And the guy said that they had to save it, and so he's trying his hardest to save it, and yet he wanted to save the mutation of it, not like the actual creature itself, right? So the guy wasn't worried about the sanctity of the creature's life, but just extending its life, even if the life that it's actually living is no longer recognizable as life. Did I get there? Did I navigate that in an understandable way? Hopefully. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully you guys understand what I'm trying to say. I know I'm not articulating it well at all. But Victor, as a child with a, strong sense of morality, I would say, because I think he still, in a lot of ways, has that very strong sense of morality and his desire to help people, especially people who come from the Undercity like he does, was very upset by that because he still saw the value and the sanctity of life and the fact that it's better, I guess, for that life to end rather than for it to become a bastardization of that life. Am I articulating this well at all? I don't think so. Anyway, all of that to say, my frustration with Victor now is that it's so understandable though. It's that he is now bending his morality, right, to suit his own survival. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a desperate person, right? Because he is dying. And so he is looking at the world in a much different way. He's looking at the time he has left and he's saying, this is not fair, because I'm young, I have so much I can contribute to the world, and like that's been taken away from me by circumstances beyond my control. And this magic I can control. Why can I not use it to save myself? Like, that's not fair. And I agree, and I want Victor to be okay, but I don't want Victor to become a version of himself that he would hate just to keep living. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's really hard to because, sorry, I don't know why I'm so upset, but I don't want Victor to die. Obviously, I really like his character, but I'm just so upset because I think that, he's sacrificing who he is to survive. And I don't think it's worth it to do that, to jump off of that and hopefully not cry this time. Jace is desperate because Victor is like a brother to him. Like he said, he loves him. He's family. And so he is desperately trying to save him. And the way that he's going about it, like what he's doing with Heimerdinger, is just so fucked up. Like, it's just, okay, so this analogy might not make sense, but this is what it reminds me of, right? I grew up in Florida, and I was always a huge Florida State fan growing up. And if you don't watch football, college football in particular, this might not make much sense to you, but when I was growing up in the 90s, 2000s, Florida State was, especially in the 90s, like the college football team, right? Like we had Bobby Bowden as our coach, and he was amazing, and he turned the entire program around. I'm not going to go off in stats. Anyway, long story short, we had a few seasons where we were not doing as good. And by not doing as good, like it still wasn't bad, but it wasn't, the caliber of national championships, everything that we had been doing before. And even though Bobby Bowden made Florida State into what it was, like, we had won as a program 2 or 3 games in the past, like, 4 seasons when he took over the program in the late 70s. I think it was like 76. It's been a long time since I was like as avid of a fan as I used to be. Anyway, so he built the program, and then we started doing not so great in like the 2000s and stuff, and he was forced to retire from he was bought out, like forced to retire from the program. They call it retiring, but he didn't choose it. He was forced out, right? And as a fan, that always rubbed me the wrong way, because this is somebody who made you into a multi-million, he made you a lot of fucking money, like a lot of money. And he made the program from nothing, like the cupcake team that people play for on homecoming to guarantee a win, to a national championship caliber team, right? That's a big difference. Again, maybe I'll put a timestamp if you're not into sports, so you don't have to listen to this rambling. But it comes back to the show, because I feel that's what Jace did to Heimerdinger reminded me of. They're forcing Heimerdinger to retire by voting him out when he's not ready, and it hit a personal note with me because of that, but because of what I just said about Florida State and Bobby Bowden. But also, like, it's just Heimerdinger. Oh, okay. So it's frustrating because Heimerdinger is like, I have personal experience. Like, I have seen what you're trying to do can do to the world. It can destroy civilizations. It can kill a lot of people. It can ruin lives. And I feel like Jace and the other council members are like, I don't know, it's like they are the people who ignore history and cause it to repeat itself. Do you know what I mean? They're like, well, we're different, we're stronger, we're smarter, we're blah blah blah, and we'll do it right. And it's like, but listen to the person who has actual experience in this. Like, you don't know what the hell you're doing. You don't know what you're messing with. You don't know the ramifications that it could cause. He does. And again, I know that Jace is coming from a place of like desperation to help Victor, because he said in his speech, like, humans don't have hundreds of years to live. Like, we need to see progress now, blah, blah, whatever. And it's just like, let me take a sip of my coffee. Calm down. It's just very frustrating, because I think I said during the reaction, it's very short-sighted, right? Jace is saying, what can this do for me now? And he's not looking at the proper precautions to put in place if it gets in the wrong hands, like Powder's, which it already had, like, it's just so frustrating, you guys. It's just so frustrating. And it's so messed up. And I hate that they did that to Heimerdinger. I hate that they aren't listening to him. I hate that his wisdom is being, like, dismissed as being, like, looking at the past instead of towards the future. And it's like, yeah, but the way that we create a better future, a more safe future, a more inclusive future where we can all coexist, is by looking at the past and the things that we fucked up and got wrong and saying, hey, we really fucked up here. They really got it wrong. Let's not do that. Let's be a different kind of people, But you can't learn from your mistakes if you ignore the fact that you made mistakes. Like, even if it's not you personally, but like, humanity as a whole, Piltover as a whole, the world that they exist in as a whole. If they're not looking at the mistakes that were made, how are they going to correct them and move forward as a society? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's also just frustrating because Heimerdinger lived through that time. He was alive and he saw the destruction that this causes. And because they are younger, excuse me, oh, sorry, this coffee is making me burp. Because they are younger and haven't actually seen the full repercussions of the things that they're saying and wanting to do, they're willing to risk it. But they don't understand fully what they're trying to risk. And Heimerdinger does, and they're like, ignoring you. Sorry. It's very frustrating to me. Like, it's, I'm so upset. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I needed to say. I feel bad for Marcus. He kind of doesn't have a choice in what he's doing because he is trying to protect his daughter. You know, he made his bed and now he has to lie in it, obviously. But, like, Silco is like a mob boss, right? And Marcus is like a little minion that doesn't really have a lot of say because he's scared that the mob boss is gonna like kill his entire family. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, you guys, I think that is all that I really have to say about this episode, though. Thank you, as always, so much for watching. If you want, you can like, comment, and subscribe if you aren't already. You can also watch the next episode right now over on Patreon if you're watching this on YouTube, as well as my entire full-length reaction to this episode and every episode thus far of Arcane. I'm gonna take a breather, and until next time, bye guys!